Hi, my name is Ryan with 912 Handyman. Today we're going to be talking about resetting a circuit breaker. You're going to know this is a problem when a lot of lights in a room aren't working, or the outlets in a room or the kitchen, outlets outside, something like that isn't working right. And chances are you either have a tripped GFCI receptacle, tripped GFCI breaker, or a standard breaker that's tripped. So to do this, you're going to find your breaker panel. Most of the time it's either in the garage, in a laundry room, somewhere like that. It all depends on the age of the house. So it is very important to know where your breaker panel is, because if you ever have an electrical fire, you need to know how to turn off power. All right, so for this house, the breaker panel is in the laundry room. This breaker panel happens to have the main breaker in the breaker panel in the house. Sometimes your main breaker will be outside by your meter. Again, it all depends on how your house was wired and when it was built as to how this is set up. You're going to know you have a trip breaker because if you look at these breakers, you have this little clear window going along all these different breakers. Some breakers have little red indicators through that window. Some have little red flashing lights, things like that, that will tell you that the breaker is tripped. Also, the operator for the breaker will be kind of midway. It won't be all the way on, it won't be all the way off. It'll be kind of stuck in the middle. In order to reset it, you can't just push it back on. It'll just go right back to the middle position, and it still won't turn power back on. So what you have to do is completely turn it off and then back on. Some larger breakers may take a little bit more force than that, but for the most part, it's as simple as just turning it off and then back on. The little red indicator should go away. Now, if this breaker trips again within the first few seconds to a couple minutes and keeps tripping, then you have bigger issues and you need to call a licensed electrician to come look at it, because there might be something actually causing the breaker to trip. It could either be a bad breaker or there could be a damaged piece of equipment plugged into that circuit causing it to trip. So don't just keep resetting it. If it happens more than once or twice, you need to call a professional. So always remember to like and share, and have a good day.